Hello, everybody. Like he said, my name is Mike Boggus. For those of y'all who do not know me, I'll go ahead and give you my little stump speech. My life started in a death. In my early 20s, I was married, just like a lot of people were. I come home, I was a truck driver by trade. I'm a crane operator now. I come home, caught my wife taking lower tabs. She was pregnant with my child. I had a major problem with this, so we go to the doctor because she told me the doctor just kept giving them to her. Up to Longstreet Clinic in Gainesville, because that's where I was from, Gainesville. Sure enough, the doctor said, yes, I have to keep giving her these lower tabs. She's in her second trimester, and if we stop now, it'll hurt your child. I told him he was full of it, and I'm being nice on stage today. Those who do know me know I'm very opinionated. Yeah. So, like I said, I told her we're going to have to do something different. In our early 20s, we didn't know much about any kind of rehab, so we went to the only people we knew, which is our local government. We went to DFACS. So after my daughter was born, she was addicted to lower tabs. DFACS sent her to methadone. They traded one drug for a government-owned drug. Now listen to my words real carefully. On her way to get methadone, 3 weeks after my daughter was born, she was hit and killed in a head-on car accident. I raised my child from the time she was 3 weeks old. That's not the fun part. My former mother-in-law, whose nephew was a cop in Jackson County, had my daughter. I go back after identifying my wife at Grady Memorial. My mother-in-law wouldn't let me have my child. Cops told me that I had to go to court. It was a civil issue, which is BS. Okay, so I'm fighting that. I go to Atlanta. I go to the Gold Dome. I asked every politician, I didn't care if they was Republican or Democrat. I needed help. Guess what? Wasn't an election year, they didn't care. What'd I do? I called the only one that I did know, which was Nathan Neal, and he actually called the sheriff and told him to give me back my child. This sheriff was such an a-hole, he sent my child to foster care. So I'm still fighting. The day I got my daughter back was the day I buried her mother. That's what got me started in my political activism. Since then, 2015, I was in Portland. If you hear it from Antiva, they think I'm the Antichrist. Seriously, they do. They write about me all the time. I was there, and I did get in a fight with some of them, but I was defending myself. I beat the crap out of 3 of them. 2016, I was at the border, helping, patrolling. There was no lights on, no four-wheelers, no horses, no nothing. That night, when they came across, we sent them back. And everybody and their mama showed up. I mean, lights everywhere. I got to sit in the back of the Border Patrol car. I was the one detained. Who knows what Article 4, Section 4 of your Constitution means? Okay, I'll tell you what it means. If the government isn't going to protect you, you have the right to protect yourself. What do we do when our government doesn't want to help us and they arrest us? What are we supposed to do about that? Obviously, you run for Congress. Gotcha. 2019, I filed a federal redress of grievances against our own government to be ignored by our politicians. That's where I made my decision to run. 2020, I called 4 senators and a former congressman, a bunch of dumb SOBs on live TV. Like I said, I'm being nice this time. Y'all, my name's Michael Boggus. If you want to help me, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm going to do it on my own. Thanks, y'all.